is Grace Wanura, and welcome to the channel Horse Pro, where we endeavor to empower the amateur horse enthusiast and support the budding professional. Today, I would like to talk about a very, very interesting topic, and it's one that came up when a group of peers and I were at dinner. And basically, it's about the differences. Several of them had been approached in the last little while about possibly getting their hunter-jumper people and about getting someone in to simply help with the flat work. The people with greener horses were thinking, oh gosh golly, because the horse is young, it may need a different flat work to start it, before it's ready to jump, and that they may need a different professional to do that. Now, I'm not saying that that's not the case. Maybe some professionals would even welcome that in terms of their abilities to do the flat work, to prepare a horse to jump. But I just want to make sure people out there understand good flat work, good basic flat work for a young horse, for whatever its intended use, is the same if you base it on classical correctness. And when I say classical correctness, I mean riding forward from back to front. A horse should always be ridden back to front in a straight line to start. And I don't mean straight line in terms of no circles. I mean their bodies should be straight. So when we endeavor to ride a young horse in any discipline in the planet, we are riding their hind end towards their shoulder, through their wither, and we are endeavoring to keep their body straight. And after this, once they walk, trot, canter, they accept the weight, they learn their aids, they start to yield the bit a little bit because naturally the suppleness is going to create some roundness. Then from there, you can choose to now start jumping. You can choose, if it's a horse that has the movement for dressage, you go that way. If it's a Western pleasure horse, then you take it that way. If it is a barrel horse, then you take it that way. But when you are riding a young horse, the flat work that you do when you start is the same for every single discipline in the planet. The goal is the same: to go purposefully forward in a cheerful attitude off the aids in a straight line back to front. So again, for all you out there that think that there is a mythical way to flat and then a mythical way to jump, sometimes two trainers might get to it in a different manner. They may use different exercises. They may use lunging and pulls and maybe other aids or ideas. They might have other ideas about exercises to achieve it. But that's just variance in terms of knowledge, and none of those people are operating on any difference in terms of knowledge. If they're riding classically correctly back to front, what they're doing is they're just using their own experiences and exercises to create that back to front motion going forward in a positive manner. The only time that there's a variance or a negativity is when you have somebody who maybe doesn't have the mileage training young horses. Now that is different from somebody being in a different discipline. But someone who doesn't have mileage training young horses, if they've never trained a young horse from the very first moments of putting the saddle on or lunging or leading even before that, then that's not the person that really should be training a young horse. Anyways, people who train young horses are good at it because they've done many. So, or they've learned from people who have done many as well. So, but training a young horse, again, at the basic level, not grassroots level, I shouldn't say that, at the basic level, all of them, all people who want to ride a young horse, all young horses should be being driven and ridden forward, back to front, in a straight or linear fashion in terms of to establish straightness and correctness. And after that, then the disciplines vary, and a movement, attitude, intended use, it all changes from there. But again, the basics are the same. If you find any information in this video or any videos I've done to be of value, please hit the subscribe button.